Welcome to the Rent Party, and you're listening to the Rent Party Jam. The sounds you're about to hear are gonna make you get up out your seat and dance, dance, dance to this funky, funky beat. On the one.
Hey, party. Good people. Welcome to S.O.B TV, Sons of a Bishop TV. We say, well, I'm Todd C. Neal.
I'm Kenny Pat Neal.
And we're going to be your host tonight. We're going to have a good time. Man, congratulations to you. You know, I have to say this is probably something you started and wanted to do. And congratulations. Here we are.
Congratulations to you too.
Here we are.
For taking a vision, and we're going to see what happens.
Yeah.
It's a journey. It's been a journey for the both of us.
Yeah.
We have a lot to share. We have a lot to say.
Get your mic. So people can hear
a
you.
lot of things have happened to us, and, we're going to share some stuff. It's a journey. Todd is the oldest.
Yes.
I am the youngest. I am the baby boy. Growing up, I would say, I was never really, I don't know, some kids, you feel like you walk in your brother's shadow.
Right.
I never felt that.
No.
I think we've always been individuals.
Yes, I would say that.
So I didn't mind when I was called Todd's brother.
Oh, thank you.
Little T.
Yeah.
I got that a lot at school, especially growing up in school. So Washington High School is where we went. Hey, Washington High School.
Kansas City, Kansas.
White House, the Dot.
I came out in 1986.
I came out in 1987.
Right.
One incident happened.
Okay.
Freshman year.
Oh boy, here we go.
I had Miss Jeffries, English teacher. Todd had her your freshman year.
Right.
So she called Rose. She called Kenneth Neal. And I said, oh, here. And she looked over her glasses. She said, you Kendall Todd? I'm like, yes, ma'am. In that case, you're going to sit right in front of me for the entire semester. Because if you anything like him, it's not going to be a good semester. I was like, dang, I ain't getting get a seat. So I sit her in front of her for about that whole semester. I sat in front of her. One day we was doing homework. I was sitting, I was writing. And she looks over her glasses. I like you. I can't stand your brother. And she said, y'all got the same parents. I was like, yeah. And she said that literally Todd walked by and said, hey, Pat. Miss Jerry said, Todd, get away from my door. I can't stand it. So that was like one time where I was kind of like, dang, Ty, what did you do? Other than that, we've always been individuals.
Yes.
We've always been individuals.
But Pat, you got to understand the history with Miss Jeffries and why she didn't like me. She loved me. We had a love-hate relationship. Miss Jeffries, she was she was a comic. She like what we used to call playing the dozens. And so Miss Jeffries used to tell me, Todd, if you be quiet at the end of the class, we'll play the dozens. I was like, cool. Boy, I used to love that part. I think Derek Astaire was in my class. So one day we started playing the dozens and she would get into it. So I said, well, y'all, one day Miss Jeffries went to Kmart and the security stopped her because she shoplifted. And they patted her all the way down and they couldn't find nothing. Now, Miss Jeffries used to wear this big old afro. In the 80s, she still had the 60s and 70s afro. I said, the security was patting her down and they told her, shake your head. She shook her head and the toaster fell out. Man, the class went bananas and the bell rung and I took off our class. Well, yeah, we're going to have some fun. Listen, we need you to hit the share button, hit that like button now.
Comments.
Participate. We're going to have fun tonight. Let people know we on. It's S.O.B night, Thursday nights. Let your friends know. Please go ahead, comment, hit likes, comment, share. You know, if you're on YouTube, hit your likes, share, and comment. Subscribe on YouTube. Go to subscribe. Now, we got Dawkins and Dawkins here tonight. You know, everybody know. If you don't know who Dawkins and Dawkins is, Google them. They got new tracks out, get new music that's coming out. On our platform, we want to be able to help individuals, whether you're a small business, a national recording artist, organizations, helping you get the word out. When Anson and Eric come on here, I'm going to ask them to explain to us how important it is for you to download, stream, hit like. We're in a different world now. Right. So by you going on there, hitting like, and this is one thing I want to do too. When artists come or individuals come and business come on this platform, they see a response. So tonight I need you to go to Apple Music, go to Spotify, go to all those links and download Dawkins and Dawkins. You got me all up in your feelings. Hey. So make sure you do that for us and let's support each other because that's the only way we're going to do it, right?
Right. So this is a show about uplifting, enlightening, telling truth, being transparent, being honest. And we're going to do it with a sense of humor because, you know, we a little crazy.
No, I'm not crazy.
Wow. Wow.
No, I'm a changed man.
He's a changed man.
Lord knows I've been changed. So listen, some of the things we're going to do. Okay, we're going to do tonight. This is what we're going to do. We have some professionals here with us tonight. We're going to talk about mental health. Mental health month was last month in May. We're in June now. So we're still just now left May and mental health month. And we brought some professionals on. We're going to talk and find out, what is mental health? In the Black community, especially Black community, we always have this negative stigma
on mental health.
Of mental health. And
we don't do that. That ain't for us. We need it.
Yeah, so we got two young ladies on with us. They're going to help us talk to them tonight. And then we're going to go to the rant of the week. Now, we're going to be having a rant of the week. And the rant of the week is, do you wear bonnets in public? So I need 3 men and 3 women. If you want to come on and state your claim and what you think is right, look down there. You're in the third. You see down there, DM us on our Facebook page. And my producer, DJ Rock.
You got something saying, mind your own business. Don't tell us what to wear. Then you got people who is tacky. So we want to hear what y'all have to say.
Let's talk about it tonight. When we go to the S.O.Bs, we're going to talk about it. We're going to be honest. So we need 3 men, 3 women. DM us at our Facebook page at Sons of a Bishop to join in. My producer, DJ Rock, will send you a link, and you will come in, and we'll be able to discuss the bonnet or no bonnet.
The bonnet debates.
The bonnet to be. Then after that, We'll call them brothers Dawkins and Dawkins. Now, when you hear the word Dawkins, what do you think about?
Growing up with Aaron and Anson and Eric,
Yeah.
that's what I think about their mother.
Okay.
Because you know she's a powerful singer.
Yeah.
But I remember Dawkins Dawn growing up, going to Columbia, Tennessee, when their dad had a church down there. Then come to Kansas City, hanging out with us, growing up. So we've been knowing them all of our lives. So,
all of our life.
Yeah, never not. Even our parents are entwined.
Right.
Their mother went to school with our dad from like elementary all the way to high school.
Right.
Their mom and our mom and their
His
dad
father knew each
grew
other,
up
right.
together. And then their aunt is one of my dearest and best friends to this day, Vinay Wilson Monroe. Love you, Vinay. So we are very intertwined. And their grandmother, Mother Robbie Neely, oh my God, what a woman, what a character. Loved her.
Look at that. Here goes son. This is loud, mama. That's us. Look at you. You had that. You like Eddie the Monster.
Yeah.
Eddie the Monster. You keep on putting all that curl juice in there.
I ain't putting no curl juice in my hair.
Hey, sure. Man, I ain't have no hair. My hair was too.
What was Mama's hair doing? What was that?
It was everywhere. She had that Thunderbird cut.
So yeah, that's when I think about Dawkins Dawkins, that's what I think of. So we're very happy to have them on with us again. Friends forever, friends for life. So we're definitely happy to pump them up. If you have a business, let us know. Please let us know about your business because we definitely want to get that into the people. So you ready?
Yeah. Yep.
So this next segment we have.
Yes, we're ready.
You ready?
Yeah, I was thinking of something. Nope, we're ready.
All right. I usually didn't get the word in sometimes. Sometimes. So this next segment is what we call Let's Get It Right. So we're going to go into and get into our mental health field. So mental health includes our emotional, psychological, social well-being. It affects how we think, feel, and act. It also helps determine how we handle stress, relate to others, and make choices. Mental health is important at every stage of our life, from childhood and adolescence through adulthood.
Over the course of your life, if you experience mental health problems, your thinking, mood, and behavior could be affected. Many factors contribute to mental health problems, including biological factors, such as genes or brain chemistry, life experiences such as trauma or abuse, family history of mental problems. Mental health problems are common, but help is available. Mental health problems are common, but help is available.
Okay, so let us welcome today members of our S.O.B TV who are professionals in the mental health field. First young lady we have coming to you is Marsha Sweeley. Marsha Moore Sweeley, daughter of Bishop Benjamin Moore out of Indianapolis and Seattle. Marsha is also PK. Marsha is originally from Seattle, Washington. She completed a double bachelor's degree in psychology and sociology at the University of Indianapolis and a master's degree in counseling psychology at Ball State University. She has 35 years of working in the mental health field. God bless you. But you look 25. Right. And has been fortunate to gain diverse experience of not only providing direct care to individuals, families, groups, and residential programs, as well as outpatient services, but also has experience working in the role of a clinical director, conducting weekly group and individual clinical supervision to assure adherence of analytical processes, compliances, and to meet COMOR regulations. Ms. Sweeley has a vast experience includes working with individuals, adolescents, and adults who suffer from addiction, including alcohol, drug, shopping. I might need to talk to you later. Sex and gambling. She has also worked with adolescents who have been adjudicated within the criminal system and helped them to rearrange not only with their families, but within their schools and community. She has worked with families in the form of couples counseling, family counseling, and taught parenting workshops. She has supervised pastoral graduate students at Loyola University, offering them support and clinical guidance during their internships.
Welcome.
Hello,
Marcia.
Thank you. Hi, family.
Hey, fam.
How you doing tonight?
I am doing well. I'm like,
so excited.
yeah, I sound so old when you read all of that.
But you look good.
Thank you. Appreciate
We are
that.
them, Clyde. We next for the upper room, Clyde.
Next for the
That's
upper
us,
room.
We're so happy that you're here. We
good
have
to be here.
history, so our history goes
Yes.
back to the age of what, 7?
Yeah, somewhere in there, middle school or elementary. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, when we talked, you was like, "Was I bossy?" As a kid, she was a little bit tall.
Listen, all I knew is I was the youngest, and when you all came to visit, I had 2 more brothers to boss around.
Little brothers.
Yes.
We're so glad to have you. Welcome. We're glad to have you, Mark.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Our next doctor, I hope I say her name right. She corrected me.
Everybody corrects you.
I know.
Malika.
Dr. Malika Brown believes that no matter what life experience you have encountered, you can heal and eventually be whole. Boy, I sound like a preacher, you know. Preachers' kids hear that stuff, boy. That sounds like something you want to preach.
That's a word.
That's a word. All right, let's get back to it. Adversity is a part of life, but our response is what we control. She is a native of Southern California. Dr. Brown is a clinician specializing in traumanology and minority mental health, with the goal of helping all those who have survived the worst life has thrown at them. She holds a bachelor's arts degree. She has a master's of science in general psychology and a doctorate in clinical psychology. She also holds 3 seminary degrees: a bachelor's of art in Christian education, a master's of art in sacred music, and a doctorate in theology with an emphasis in Christian education administration. Her love for helping others expands beyond clinical work. She is an associate professor of psychology at numerous Southern California colleges. She brings her passion for the field into the classroom. Dr. Brown is also a social justice advocate and an anti-racist who desires to do her part to rid the world of social injustice. She champions for minorities, understanding the journey personally. Dr. Brown is a sought-after speaker and motivator. You can catch her on one of 2 of her podcasts. The first one is called Transforming Your Life with Dr. Malika, a mental health and wellness show. Or her second show is Malika Uncensored. Uncensored means she might cuss in that one probably. A social issue and current event show. Both can be found on Apple Podcasts or whenever podcasts are found. She is the author of 3 books, with the most recent release, Free Indeed, a 30-day on the journey of something I've been working a lot on lately is forgiveness. Available purchases on the website www.malaikamBrown.com/store. Would you please welcome S.O.B. She is a D.O.B., a daughter of a bishop, Dr. Brown, to our show tonight.
Thank you, guys. You guys are hilarious.
Welcome, sister.
Thank you, sir.
Doctor.
Yes,
he needs it.
I'm gonna start preaching on your intro. I almost caught something. It wasn't the
Listen, the minister in me never goes away.
Yes. Well, we're glad to have you here tonight.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. We're going to start this off. Both of these ladies will be joining us from time to time to come on here and speak in this segment, Get It Right. And the Get It Right segment is where people can get it right with someone. You know, I have this thing where I haven't shared with you guys that we want to also let people get things right in relationships. You know, a lot of times people want to make a public apology. Sometimes people would like to ask for forgiveness on a platform as such. So that'll be something we'll talk about later. But tonight we want to just start off with basic 101 in mental health. And I'll start with you, Dr. Brown. Let's just say me and Pat, we are new patients. Probably should be on your list sometime soon.
Yeah,
We'll see.
mhm.
What
We'll
is
see.
it? What is it that you tell an individual? Let's just speak in layman terms tonight. We got a lot of people here that never really spoke to anyone in mental health. Always have been like, I don't need it.
Right.
We've never had it, and we're going to talk about that later too. What is it that you say? 101, give me your definition of what mental health is.
Your mental health encompasses your emotional, psychological, and also social well-being. And so when we talk about health, we're talking about being in the best condition as possible or optimum condition. So when we're talking about mental health, you want to make sure that you're protecting all of those areas and doing what you can if there is an injury or an issue that derails that, to make sure you get back on the path to being, in the best optimal condition as possible. You'll probably never be able to regain who you were prior to the incident, but you can do things to understand the experience, to work through the experience, and to possibly be better on the other side of it because of the information that you get and the tools and resources that you'll get from that experience.
That's a great definition.
Good definition. Same question, Marcia. Dr. Marcia?
Yes. A lot of what Dr. Brown just said, but if I could just add on, it really does affect how we handle stress, how we handle our relationships. And I think it's really, really important to take note that it affects us in our childhood. It can affect us in our adolescence and as adults. It really does cross the span of time, our emotional and our psychological and our social well-being.
Okay.
Very, very, very good. I have a question as well. As far as what is a therapist, people often, well, what do I do? Just go sit and talk? What role do they play? Or why would I go and just sit and talk to somebody I don't know? So what is a therapist?
Well, I'll start. Therapists come in different shapes and sizes. I guess that's the best way to say it. So there's different types of therapists. So you have master's level clinicians, which could be a marriage and family therapist. They could be a person that deals with art therapy. Music therapy is actually a thing. It's not just talking. It just depends on what you need and what you are trying to gain from the experience. So when I see people, they don't always have to go to a person with a PhD. There are plenty of clinicians operating that do not have PhDs. I went to school with some who were already clinicians that were in a PhD program that decided after practicing for a period of time that they wanted to be able to do a little bit more. So the difference is they're able to administer tests, so assessments, and things of that nature. You need to either have a PhD or you need to be supervised by someone to get the test that will psychologically tell you what's going on. But you can get quality care from a person at the master's level, and you have to look for what you want. There's specializations. If you want something for your family, you can find someone that specializes in that. If you want someone that, like for me, deals with trauma, you can find a person that specializes in that. If you want a counselor that's a Christian counselor, now, I'm not talking about those degrees that we give at our churches. I'm talking about an actual regionally accredited institution.
She just went off. You know that, right? She just went off.
Okay, shots fired. But they have an actual degree. For example, Fuller Seminary is a religious institution, but they're also regionally accredited by the U.S. government. So their degrees are recognized secularly for those types of things. You can get a person that is Christian, but also is a clinician and an expert in the psychology. So it depends on what you need. They're a resource. They're a tool. That's what I tell them. I'm your resource. I'm your tool.
Right.
that helps. That information helps.
Yeah. Well, I think it's important. I love what she said, that there are different therapists come in different shapes and sizes, I guess. And so, like she said, psychologists, or sometimes they are social workers, sometimes they're at the master's level, the bachelor's level. I think what's real important to understand too is when you think about a therapist, they're the person that helps to treat you either via communication or through interaction. Why do I say interaction? There are so many modes of therapy. Um, Dr. Brown mentioned music therapists. There's also art therapists. You'll find children that are struggling to use communication like we would normally talk. They do better with drawing. They do better with artwork. There's another, it's I don't want to say it's new, but it's kind of more of a newer type of treatment, but it's been around for a while. It's EFT, where you'll find a therapist. It's kind of like the psychological acupuncture where they do tapping. And it's very interesting. I'm actually looking into it more and more, but it's where you tap on an individual's meridians, like right above their eyes, right under their eyes, right up at their chin. And it literally opens up energy wherever that stress is locked in at. So there are so many different types. And I think it's real important that if you're shopping for a therapist, to be able to know how to ask the questions of what am I looking for? I was dealing with a client several years ago who had a lot of trauma, a lot of abuse. And honestly, I felt like I needed to refer her out. Good therapists know when to refer out to. Wouldn't you agree, Dr. Brown? They know when it's like, it's above my pay grade. This is not what I specialize in. This client was dissociating and literally leaving the room, not present, splitting in her personality. And I had to refer her to more of a trauma specialist because that's not what I focus on. So as it began to get deeper and deeper, it was time to refer out to someone that was more of a specialist. So definitely ask the questions. There are so many different types of therapists out here to help.
Let's talk about, okay, we've talked about a lot, and I know some people probably like, you guys have, went above my head, I want to bring it down to, let's go to, the elephant in the room. Why is there such a negative persona in our community about mental health? And what can we do to make people aware of it and what it benefits us as a community?
Okay. I'll jump in here, and then Dr. Brown, cover me on whatever I'm leaving out.
I got you.
There's so many different reasons, and I'm going to start with the one that I feel like is a big one, is that stigmatizing belief system that this is taboo. Like if I go see a clinician, they're going to think I'm crazy. When in reality, you just might be dealing with depression, a little bit of anxiety, life stressors.
Come on.
Right. But you get caught up in the fact that what are people going to think about me? They're going to think I'm nuts and I'm crazy. Another issue, and I know especially within the Black community, but I think in a lot of people's homes, there's that need to protect our family. And so if we go air our, what do we call it? Our dirty laundry.
There it is.
We don't want to make it look like our family has failed internally.
Don't make me laugh.
We don't want to say mom might have been a little broken or dad was a little broken and it messed me up, because that looks like betrayal. So that's another reason why people don't go. Another one is there's this belief, and I don't know if it's really talked about, but sometimes it's the belief that psychotherapy or counseling was designed by the white man, made for the white man. But in reality, there's a lot of colored therapists. There's so many of us in this field working as social workers and counselors. So some of that was just education, letting them know that there are people of color that understand the culture can work for them. Because a lot of times there's that stereotype that it's an older white male. How are they going to understand me, right? They don't get me. But to understand that that's not what the whole therapy field is made up of. And then there's access. That whole, can I afford treatment? Do I have insurance? A lot of, unfortunately, Blacks and any other minority, sometimes we don't, what is it? How do I say this? We make enough money that we can't get public insurance. We don't qualify for state or Medicaid, but yet we don't make enough money to have private insurance. So all of those access to therapy, access to treatment. And I feel like I need to stop because there's a big one here that I know I'm about to open up Pandora's box when I bring up the church.
That's why we're here.
We don't say that. Save that. We can't do
Okay,
it
we
all
okay.
tonight,
Come on,
now,
Go ahead,
you
Dr. Brown.
If you're gonna
Oh,
testify, if you're gonna testify, don't sing. If you're gonna sing, don't testify.
Don't
You can't
testify.
have everything.
All right.
I'm gonna bring you
So,
back. Doc,
okay.
I'm gonna have you back, Doc. We're gonna bring you back to let you
All
preach
right.
along something, Doc.
Because I know that whole church one. Because I can identify.
Yes.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Okay.
When the
So I
song
won't
and-
touch
and-
it.
You won't touch it, but I'm gonna say this:
It's
when the
on my
song
list.
and the dancing is over, and that thing is still there,
Right.
you gotta
Right.
go talk to somebody to get that thing straight.
When they picked up all the prayer cloths off of you and picked you up off the floor, right?
That
Okay.
thing's still on you.
And it's still on you. Yes.
The problems are still waiting,
To go.
waving at you. Like,
About the
I'm
hunt.
still
Right,
here.
when you get home, it's at the door.
Right. I'm
Yes.
still
All
here.
right, Dr. Brown, come on. You can.
So I'll
Look at
add to
this.
her list an issue of cultural competency
Mm.
because
Say that
there
again.
are cultural competency, which just means that they understand the culture of being Black and our lived experience matters when you treat me. It matters. Your lived experience matters when you treat me, regardless if you're Black, white, Asian, Latino. It doesn't matter. As a clinician, I have to understand your journey in order to be effective at my job.
Right. Come on now.
If I treat you like a cookie cutter, right? If I go into my therapy practice with cookie cutter approaches, I'm doing malpractice to the client. You need to treat each individual that comes to see you as an individual with journeys, experiences, thoughts, things that have all influenced how they are now currently sitting in front of you. And I think that the cultural competency piece is really important. Yes, there's a lot of us out there, but in the field, there's only about 2% that look like us. So the challenge is you may not be able to get to the Black ones because they may be full. Their client roster might be full. They might not be taking more people, but you can ask the right questions to make sure that if you get a person of another ethnicity, that they're culturally competent and will treat you the way you deserve to be treated and care. To cross over, to give you an example, let's just go into medical care. One of the issues that Black women have, especially when they're pregnant and they're delivering, is that doctors don't hear them when they're telling them something's wrong. They make them feel like they're exaggerating, they're complaining. It's a cultural issue. They're looking at them a particular way, judging them with a bias, and that goes into how they practice. So you want to have a culturally competent clinician that is taking care of you, that will understand that your life journey matters to them treating you. So that is a huge piece of it.
That's good stuff, Dr. Brown. I don't know about you, but when I go to a conference and I go into a workshop that is focused on minorities, I always look around to see how many non-minorities are in there, because that lets me know, are they even interested?
Right.
You know,
right.
in our issues. You know, are they willing to learn? So that's good stuff. I like it.
I love it.
Well, ladies, we thank you. This is not going to be.
They will be back. They will be back. Definitely be back.
They're going to come back. So, if you need to get in contact with them, if you have any questions, DJ Rock put their information up with their third. You can contact them, and they'll be happy to get back with you. There's their contact information. And we thank you, ladies. We'll be talking to you guys. Charlotte coming back. And
thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you. There's so much more we're gonna dive into.
We're gonna dive into it. We're gonna dive into it. But we thank you for your being here tonight.
Bye.
Right, we thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, ladies.
Oh, that's good. That was good.
That was good. You almost got a little breakthrough there, Ty.
Yeah.
A little breakthrough there. I'm
gonna keep talking to them doctors. I probably need some help.
Oh, probably.
I probably need a little help. We're DJ Rock. What's happening, bro? You what we looking like? Is our VIP in the room? Well, listen. Okay, we're going to the rant of the week.
Hey, my sweet babies. So, it took me a minute to say what I'm getting ready to say because I want to make sure I'm not saying it in judgment, and I want to make sure I'm saying it from a place of love. Y'all, some of y'all have given me the title of auntie, and I'm honored that y'all do that, right? But there are times where auntie got to talk to her babies and say some real shit. So yesterday, I was in the airport in Atlanta because I'm in Jackson, Mississippi now at Chuckles Comedy Club, right? And we got 3 shows tonight. We got a matinee at 5:30, then we got 7, then we got 10, right? And I'm excited. I always love going to the stage. So when we got to the airport yesterday, I was excited, like, all right, baby, let's go get them in Jackson, Mississippi. And as we began to walk through the airport, I saw so many, actually too many to count and too many for me to tap. But I saw so many of our young sisters in head bonnets, scarves, slippers, pajamas, blankets wrapped around them, and this is how they're showing up to the airport. And I've been seeing it, not just at the airport, I've been seeing it at the store, at the mall. I've been seeing sisters showing up with these bonnets and headscarves and their slippers. And the question that I'm having to you, my sweet babies, when did we lose pride in representing ourselves? When did we step away of let me make sure I'm presentable when I leave my home? Let me make sure I'm representing the family I created so that if I'm out in the street, I look like I have pride in myself. And I'm not saying no full face of makeup. I'm not saying no full front lace frontal. I'm not saying none of that. All I'm saying is, could you please comb your hair? And if you don't want to comb your hair, they got enough shit out here now, baby, where you can style yourself up and look like you have pride. I'm not saying you don't have pride, but the representation that you're showing, someone would have to ask you to know that you had it. So my sweet babies, for the ones that do call me auntie, I love you for real. Even the ones that don't, I love y'all asses too. But the babies that say auntie to me, please listen to auntie. Always have pride in your representation of you. It's not to get a man. It is just your representation of you, my sweet babies. So I'm just giving y'all a warning. If I see you in the streets, in the airport, in the Walmart, and you got a bonnet on and you got slippers on and you looking like what the fuck, Aunt Nikki gonna tap you and say, hey, baby girl, show you what you worth. Show you what you deserve. So all of those posts that you see celebrities putting out there saying, hey, queen, hey, queen, hey, queen, well, can we start putting it into action? So I'm asking our wiser sisters, when we see our little babies out there looking like they just don't care, and I'm not saying y'all don't, it looks like it. Can we just tap them and say, baby girl, you deserve more than what you're showing?
Look here, Spirit Airlines. You ain't gonna be making us change. Man, how in the world? What in the world? What would make y'all think this is okay to wear outside? What in the world? Y'all supposed to be queens. This is not a crown. This is not crown, Pat. You worked in the airline industry for 16 years, 18 years as a flight attendant. Tell us, help the people. Is this proper protocol?
No, it's no. I don't know what else to say. I'm sorry. I mean, I know this generation, we can wear what we want to wear. Why everybody's judging us and we can do it. No. Because when you get on, normally I'm usually the only, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to be the only black flight attendant on a flight. And it's embarrassing. I'm just going to say it. Because I'm going to get questions. Excuse me, Kenny, what is that they have on their head? Is that some kind of hairdo? Is that some kind of hairstyle? Because I keep seeing, and a lot of times these people, they don't know. But I'm thinking, your hairdo can't be that bomb under that bonnet. I'm sorry, it can't be.
Yeah. Now I kind of figured out why so many women is wearing these in the streets. Get this one right here, Ryan. She fine. That joker is fine. I think a lot of y'all women is looking at this and saying, oh, that's what we look like? No. This is not. See, they need to get some real women up in here that represent what this look like. Here go the other one. They making these girls too. Look at she trying to be sexy.
She got her
she got her lips
She's
out.
smizing, as Tyra would say.
Man.
She's smizing.
See, they need to stop this. They need to get some real people. Ladies, y'all stop this. This isn't. I agree with Monique this time. Y'all need to stop. Wear your bonnets at home. Some of y'all have to wear bonnets. The men here, they gave me a list. Reasons why we need y'all to wear bonnets. That hair you bought is cheap and it stank. So you need to wear it. He said he tired of smelling that cheap weed. You can't even afford real bundles. Now, ladies, listen. Now, when you wear these to bed, sometimes if you can accessorize them, make them look good.
How you gonna accessorize them?
No, and wash them things. Buy about 4 or 5 different ones. Wear different colors. Don't wear it until it's so oily and you stank. Yeah. So y'all take these off. We gonna let these go. All right.
That's our rant of the week.
Yeah, that's what they look like. I feel like that's what it feels like. Yeah. Now listen. Here's some other segments we're gonna be doing at S.O.B. TV. We're gonna be Get It Right segment. We're gonna have hot social media topics. A segment where we will have regular folk status. And we'll talk about interesting dialogue happening on people's Facebook, Instagrams. S.O.B. TV talent search. We're going to be giving away some money for a talent show. We're going to find some people that can sing. And we know a few people, so maybe you can get something. Who knows? Finding love with S.O.B. We want to find some senior citizens. Do you have some senior citizens that need love? We're going to hook up some seniors. So your mama, your daddy, your grandma. We want to hook up some old people. We're going to hook them up.
Great Uncle Joe.
Listen, we need you to hit like, share, go to YouTube, subscribe. And let's take these things off. Let's get ready. Let me get my hat on. We got company coming. Right now. All right, it's company time now. We ready to rock and roll. Ladies and gentlemen, you got yours. We're gonna read it. You got yours, your Dawkins and Dawkins.
I have my Dawkins and Dawkins. Anson
and Eric Dawkins. Brothers Anson and Eric Dawkins begin their gospel performance careers as children, teaming up with their mother, Charlene, as a trio that appeared at revivals headlined by their daddy, Roy C. Dawkins, a Pentecostal preacher, which makes them SOBs. As teens, Eric also learned to play piano, while Anson studied drums and trumpet. They both ultimately joined the band Commission before breaking away as Dawkins and Dawkins in 1992, signing to the Benson label record their self-debut LP, a fusion of contemporary gospel with overtones of rap and R&B.
The brother duo started making music professionally in 1993 with the release of Dawkins and Dawkins by A&M Records. This album was awarded an 8 out of 10 from Cross Rhythms. Their sequential album, Necessary Measure, was released by CGI records in 1994. The album was gained award. They released their third album, Focus, in 1998 with Harmony Records. The album would be awarded 9 out of 10 by Cross Rhythms.
The album charted on Billboard Top Gospel Album Chart at number 10. They would not release another album until 2011 from now on, which was released by Light Records, a division of E1 Music. This time, the album charted at number 2 on Billboard Charts Gospel and number 4, while it placed number 43 on the independent album charts. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to S.O.B. TV, Sons of a Bishop TV's Our People, Anson and Eric Dawkins, better known as Dawkins. We gotta go.
Listen, I don't care what Monique say. If I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to catch a 6 o'clock flight, all bets are off. Now, middle of the day, I done had time to get some stuff cracking. I done got dressed. My hair is together.
Okay,
so, Monique, I'm sorry, my sweet baby. Love. It's a wrap for me.
I love it.
What up, boy?
Hey, he got design. He got designs.
Oh, y'all got us. Y'all got us.
Listen,
I love it. I love it.
Y'all know how we do. Come on. Y'all wouldn't go one up us with your bonnets on.
Oh my God, y'all guys, I wasn't ready for that.
I wasn't ready.
Nobody was ready. People talking about they wasn't ready. Well, we should have known something was gonna happen with you.
Wasn't ready.
People, if y'all don't know, when us four get together, it is a show.
Listen. The only people missing is Wendy and Whitney.
Oh, I'm getting ready to send them. I'm getting ready to. They online.
No, wait, me and Wendy are texting. We're sending voice notes back and forth. Like right now.
Hey, I'm gonna send Wendy. We getting ready to send you the link later on so you can come on, and we're gonna send it to Whit too. We're gonna send y'all the link. Gentlemen, what's going on, kinfolk? How y'all doing?
What's happening, y'all? What's happening?
It's all you. Love what's happening. Y'all are crazy.
No, that's y'all.
Like
That's funny. Y'all funny.
Man, y'all done messed me up. I don't know my monogram and monologue. I'm talking about my monogram.
All I do is
Monogram.
What is it?
a monochrome that's set me aside.
My mononucleus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh man, what's going on? Well, we happy to have y'all here tonight, man. It's a pleasure, man. It's been 10 years since y'all put out a CD and music.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since us four have been in a room together,
years. I haven't seen you guys in a long time.
Man, it's been a long time.
We've been together separately, but not all together.
Yeah.
Man, Pat told me a story the other day about y'all, man, that I wasn't there. It was an incident that happened. It was just you, Pat, and Anson and Eric in the room, man. He tell him that what happened.
What happened?
It was like we was teenagers. I came to Columbia.
I thought it was
God.
No, it wasn't Columbia.
Okay, I didn't come for so
And
whatever
y'all
reason.
just got to fighting.
What?
Dad came in there and was swinging like a broom. I was like, oh my God.
He said Uncle Roy came out of nowhere. Pat said he didn't even know y'all was fighting. He just said,
I didn't know what was going on.
he said a fight broke out and Uncle Roy was right there before y'all could even fight with a broomstick.
Spirit.
I think I might have suppressed that one because I think that.
But I ain't never seen y'all do that because I was like, what's happening?
No. We used to fight every once in a while, but it was one fight that we had.
Yeah.
My dad cured us of that.
Yeah.
When I tell you he whooped us so good, it wasn't that one, Pat, but it was one. He whooped us so good we never fought again.
My mom whooped us one time because I hit Todd and busted his lip. She said, "You drew blood? You drew blood?"
Yeah, we never did that.
But Todd was an agitator.
No, but what's funny is when we were saying they start fighting, Eric pointed to Anson. Man, I'm gonna tell you something. Out of all of us, it was always gonna be Eric versus Anson, Todd versus Anson, Pat versus Anson.
I ain't never get into it with Anson.
No, you had to, boy.
I didn't get into it. No, I didn't get into it with none of y'all.
You had to.
Hey. Okay. That's what we doing. Oh! Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Yo. Yo.
Yeah, there we go.
Famous sweater vest.
Listen.
Hey, I was gonna say in the pictures because I say, well, I wanted to have a versus, but I was like, well, we ain't got no records and they definitely can out-sing us. I said, well, maybe we can play the drums, but I was like, well, people that like Anson's playing like my playing, so that would be a tie. I said, well, we can let Pat direct because none of y'all can touch Pat direct. And Eric, I was like, well, we can't have no verses.
Oh,
yeah. I started looking at some pictures. I was like, well, Pat, they end up being some handsome gentlemen.
Yeah, all right.
Then we was like, yeah, because they were some funny jokers growing up, boy.
Listen. I look at them. What was going on?
Hey, who would ever thought Eric would end up with a supermodel? Right. Looking at Eric, he get a supermodel. Beautiful, right?
That picture right there, that was Audrey Johnson. That was like my, when you're a kid, you got that crush.
Yeah,
she was my man. When she got married, we were in the wedding.
Yeah,
but if you
the wedding, what wedding? In the wedding? Y'all was in her wedding.
We were in her wedding.
Y'all wasn't in that wedding. Hey, bring that wedding picture up.
Yo, look at. There's another one. My face is like, I'm sick of this church. I was mad.
That's funny.
I was so mad.
Wow.
Well, I tell people we've known each other for years, and our families are intertwined. Our parents grew up with each other.
Yeah. Yep.
In some parts of Kansas City, I can make you really think I'm a Dawkins because I know all of your cousins, and I can say, oh yeah, you talking to Sharon, Crystal Dawkins, Stephanie Dawkins. Yeah, they're my cousins too. So it was great, man. Yeah. We're glad that you guys could be a part. The Neil.
Audrey's on.
Look,
Audrey's on.
My first love.
Your first love, Eric. Look at him. He's still hurt. Listen, Lord. You talk to Dr. Brown after this session.
I know. I need a little couch therapy.
Trauma.
Hey, do y'all remember? I was talking to Eric about this. Y'all remember the time y'all came? It was around 4th of July. Y'all came down to Columbia, and for some reason, y'all drove that camper. Y'all driving that camper. Y'all had that.
You always had one.
Y'all parked it in the driveway, but we were doing firecrackers and stuff. So we did these firecrackers, and we couldn't see, but the grass was dry. The yard was.
Oh, I remember. Oh my God. Yeah.
We couldn't see it because the camper was in the way, and all of a sudden we started seeing smoke and smelling stuff. We went around that camper. It was just a blaze.
Man, our yard was on fire. Yeah.
Whole yard was on fire. That was our first experience with brush fire.
Yeah.
I remember that like yesterday.
Man, I forgot about that. That was crazy.
I'm surprised we didn't get a whooping, but
yeah.
I think they didn't take all 4 of us on that one time.
Yeah, that would have been a lot. We got so many stories though.
Man, for real. We ain't gonna bore the people. We're going to get on here and talk about this music. Let's go back to the beginning. When did Anson and Eric realize that this music thing was going, this is what we know we're going to do this? What age do you think y'all was at?
We were probably, I don't think it really happened until we moved to Ohio.
Yeah.
After we'd been in Ohio for maybe a year or two, we really started getting serious about music. And formed a couple of groups, that were regional at best.
Yeah.
But me and Anson, we had bigger visions when they were comfortable with being just a local, touring around the Ohio area, West Virginia, and doing these little churches. Me and Anson was like, nah, we got to go bigger than this. And they was just cool with being where we were. So we was like, yeah, we started working on demos. Mm-hmm. And we just had a bigger vision for ourselves. And probably around 17 and 18 is when we really started getting serious. And by the time we were 20 and 21, is when we got our opportunity with Fred Hammond in commission. So
what was that like? You
oh,
know,
it was surreal.
A lot of people, yeah. Let's talk about you getting. Well, first take them back to the date. Let's give specific. You know, did Fred call y'all? Did he hear y'all sing? You know, we didn't have no Facebook and no
right.
Wasn't no social media.
How did he?
This is what happened. We were going to play and sing with Liz Lee from Indianapolis. She was doing a show in Columbus, and we went up to Detroit to practice with the band. And when we went up to Detroit, we had our demo tape that we had done. It was a tape, a cassette. It was a cassette. We didn't have no CD. It was a cassette. So we let her hear it, and she was like, "Oh, we need to get this to Fred. Fred needs to hear this, right?" So she took us over to Fred's house. Fred, we sat in Fred's living room over on, I don't even know which, it was off 8 Mile or something. I don't know what the Cheyenne, yeah. Was it Cheyenne?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got over there, and he popped the tape in. He had this, he had this nice system and everything. We in the room with Fred Hammond. He popped it in, and he starts moving with it and everything. And he's like, "Oh, we need to get this. We need to get you guys in the studio right now." So it was like right then he was just like, "Oh, we need to be doing this."
Yeah.
And shortly, shortly after that, he arranged for us to be a part of the band with commission, and we started playing and singing background with them, and got on the road. And we, in the process, he was working on his solo project. We got to write and work on that, and he helped us do our demo professionally, because what we had done on an Sonic EPS.
It was awful.
It was pretty bad, but it was good bad.
It was good enough for him to hear the potential.
It was the goodest of the band. So we ended up starting to play with the band, and I think one of the first gigs we went to. The first gig we went to was Jacksonville, Florida. I remember we got on that bus, drove down, and that was the first time we were on a tour bus, and we were just living it up, in the bunks, and that was just the funnest time. We got down there and did that gig, and then not long after that we were in London, and we were just touring all over the place because commission was doing their thing. We got to
How long were you with them?
We were with them for 3 years.
Yeah, 3 years. Yes.
They was hot. Y'all had went there when they was in that peak in that hot.
Number 7. That was
7, yeah.
That's their biggest selling record. It's number 7.
So we were right there. Because
do you your influence? We know that commission has a strong influence on what you guys do. Who are some of the other ones? Or am I wrong? Am I correct to say that?
No, you're correct.
This is one of the only times you've been correct. But yeah, this is it. You're right. You're right, my man.
Been wrong all night.
Oh my God, Anson, can we be professional for a few moments? There's other people. I know you just. I know you just think it's me, Pat, and Eric, but there's other people watching this. Okay.
All I'm doing is following your lead.
Speaking of that, we need everybody else to like, share, subscribe, hit that
follow
us, Dawkins and Dawkins.
Yeah.
So, right after commission, you go and do your own. You break off, and you get Dawkins and Dawkins.
Yep, you got kicked out.
Yeah.
No more room in the bunks on the tour bus.
Right.
No more room in the bunks.
How was it doing that transition, going next into your own project?
You know what? It was fairly easy for us because I think in our minds we saw ourselves being on the same stage as commission. And I think they conditioned us for that because they used to let us open up.
Okay.
After our demo and record was done, we started opening up everywhere they went. When it was when they had time. Yeah. Like, 'cause sometimes the time was crunched and sometimes they were like, "Oh, we ain't got time."
If there was other headliners, if there were other artists on that, that took up time, then we wouldn't do it. But
we got to do that, and that just kind of prepared us. So when it was time for us to leave, we we rarely tell this story, but we had secured management outside of commission. They wanted to manage us, and we had something different in mind. So we really kind of created that little rip in the fabric when we got outside management, and I think they kind of saw like these dudes. They not just some
Okay. They knew
some
y'all wasn't
uneducated kids. They
They
knew
knew
we
y'all wasn't playing.
wasn't playing. So we went out and got our management, and we started doing gigs outside of commission. We were, we worked.
Yeah.
We worked a lot. We've only been. This is the craziest part. We've only been on one tour
One?
our entire career. One tour.
One? That's it?
One tour. It was in the end of '99, the beginning of 2000. It was the
Wow.
life.
It was Living Proof.
Living Proof tour. It was Fred Hammond,
Wow. I sure
Dawkins,
thought it was more.
Adams,
Minute Standard.
Minute
Yep.
Standard.
Yep.
So that was the only tour that we ever went on. Other than that, we just worked enough to where we were gone probably at least 40. I would say like 40 weekends out of a year.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Like we were always somewhere, so we were working. So just never got on any tours. That's kind of odd though.
Yeah.
That's great.
I don't think
I thought it would be more.
people
I thought we
didn't used to be on tour with them, I guess.
What is the Dawkins and Dawkins sound? What is that sound? How do you
Do you
describe
guys
it?
put yourself in a genre? What do you, Christian, R&B? Are you just
Yep. All of that.
All
all
of
that?
All of that.
okay.
Yeah. When you hear our sound, when you hear us sing, when you hear our projects, you think there's some people that think R&B. It's like this is an R&B project. There are people that are like, oh, this is gospel. This is gospel, and then there are people, this is some hip hop. There's some elements of that in there, but ultimately, it's music. However people want to define it, however people want to, interpret it, that's on them. And as I say many times, we're not responsible for how people receive the gift.
Got it.
We are responsible to share the gift. So
Cool. That's good. Well, listen, we got some special guests here. Want to come by and say hello to you, and we're gonna get back asking some more questions. DJ Rock, who you got? Bring them on over so they can say hello and give their greetings to the world famous Dawkins and Dawkins. They have a new project. You got the single, ladies and gentlemen. Download the single.
Please download it.
download it.
Download it. Listen, Eric, can you explain to our listeners the importance as an artist of downloading and telling them, we're in a different world now with music? Explain this to the people so they can understand why it's important that they download their favorite artists.
One thing that makes it super, super important to download is that's the way we get the maximum out of what we create. Ever since streaming became the thing, it really cut into the way that artists and producers get paid. And this is what a lot of artists and producers do for money, period. They don't have any daytime jobs or anything else. This is what they live off of. So when it actually started back when the whole Napster and all that kind of stuff happened. It started taking away from the revenue that we would make from album sales. So that was kind of like a snowball effect, and then it got into the streaming, and they started trying to be able to monetize. Like YouTube for a long time was just for video content, not even music videos, just kind of information type stuff. And then when you started seeing people's music end up on YouTube, like it was kind of like for free. Like somebody could rip your music and put it up on YouTube. And when somebody can get something for free, why are they gonna pay for it?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it started really hurting the music industry as far as how we make a living. So that's why we implore people to download. It's okay to stream, because but I mean it's a lesson in it, and I don't want to get into all the education part of it, but it takes so many streams to calculate to it being like one record sale, something like 1,500 streams. Like a song has to play 1,500 times for it to calculate into like one record sale or one song sale. Like, you get a song on iTunes for 99 cents. That same song, if it's not downloaded and it's just streamed, it has to be at least 1,500 people that stream that song before it calculates to $1.
Mm-hmm.
So that tells you what a whole album has to do. Like, it has to be a lot of streaming going on. So, I just encourage people to download and then stream, because streaming actually helps as well. Just because that's the way that the music industry is going, and they're trying to figure out more ways to, monetize it better.
Yeah.
So we're just kind of in a let's see what happens kind of stage right now. So it's super important.
Yeah. Otherwise, we just gonna be some sons of bishops, and that's just gonna be it. You named it there. I don't even understand why we
what we can't say it.
I mean, we got
sons of bishops.
That's what we are.
Because y'all daddy is what? A bishop.
He's the bishop.
Bishop Roy C. Dawkins.
I'm a son of a bishop.
You are S.O.B. And then we got the DOBs. We got our daughters of a bishop. So, we a group. We a group.
What is a preacher?
I have one question somebody asked me. Who is the oldest?
I was going to say that.
Todd.
No, they don't have you guys.
Oh.
You too.
That's it.
We're only 11 months apart. Krusty! Krusty! Oh, Krusty!
You know you happy to see me, partner. How y'all doing?
Where's your bonnet? Where your bonnet?
I know. I had to try to find one, but I couldn't find one.
I know my sister got
also a hairstylist. She don't wear none, I know.
I know, but y'all did such a good job. I just couldn't compete. So, yeah.
Okay, I'll take that.
Let me introduce who we got on the screen. We have Kevin Young from Philadelphia. Man, we all go back. This is our convention cousin. A lot of us are conventions cousins. We would see each other at convention time, and we all grew up. And Kevin, man, we love you. But our parents, our fathers always preached at each other's churches as well. So we would go to Oklahoma when your dad was in Oklahoma, Kevin.
Yes.
Columbus. So this is we family.
We family. Yeah, I counted. We would probably see the Dawkins maybe 5 times a year. It was gonna be Thanksgiving,
summer,
Christmas,
real October. We was going down there for your church anniversary. But y'all came to Kansas City.
Yeah.
We thought we'd bring Kev on, say hello.
It's good to see you,
Kev.
Oh man, it's good. It's good to see all of you. Pat, it's good to see you.
What's happening?
Anson, it's good to see you.
Yeah.
Todd, it's good to see you.
You too. You changed now, man. Kevin done changed. He done got a pastor now. He done changed.
Oh no.
Kevin changed. He done changed. He don't college boy no more.
Hold up. You know what's funny? Because I remember it was maybe 4 years ago now. Kevin and Yane were at there. I just saw it on Facebook or IG, but they were somewhere, and Yane started singing happy birthday to Kevin, and she held that note. Kevin turned and looked his face. Yeah, it was like the whole birthday was like I was like, oh.
He told me about it. I watched it. Like,
yeah, but why you do that, man?
Don't answer, Kevin. Don't answer.
Plead the fifth.
I don't even know what y'all talking about.
That's even better.
I don't even celebrate birthdays anymore.
I'm gonna tell my greatest Kevin Young story.
Wait.
Holy.
I didn't get any clearance for this. I ain't get any
clearance. It's the save part. I ain't gonna tell you.
Okay, save part. Thank you.
You gotta pass.
Thank you.
As a preacher's sons, they felt safe with me. Me and Pat, we were safe zone. We ain't snitched on nobody. You can come and cuss with us. Anson and Eric could not cuss. They terrible cussers.
I didn't cuss.
Well,
That was
Anson and
tied.
Eric, they would cuss every once in a while. Now Eric, he had to start cussing cause hold on, let me tell y'all this story. Though. I'm everywhere.
What are you talking?
Somebody told me yesterday. They said Eric Dawkins. Okay, me and Eric got an opportunity. We got a great opportunity to travel across the country to stage plays. That was crazy how we grew up with each other. And then years later, here we are in the biggest, the baddest show in the country, and we starring in it, right? Yeah. So Mike Matthews, I talked to him the other day. He said, "You gonna be talking to Eric Dawkins?" He said, "Man, that Eric Dawkins, he made the R&B superstar singer so mad he wanted to fight Eric every night after the show." Cause see, it's customary when you in a show, if you are a star, the superstar is supposed to be the brightest star. Not on the stage with Eric Dawkins, ladies and gentlemen. No. He was killing this R&B pretty boy singer. He
Don't you say it. Don't you say it.
I ain't gonna say his name. I'm not gonna say the name because y'all might be cool now. But
we are cool now.
Yeah.
But we had a moment. We had to talk about it.
Man, Eric, Mike said you was killing him every night. Mike said if he would have fought Eric, I was gonna fire him because Eric was killing that show.
Yo, listen, that's how we had to do though. Like, you know where we come from.
Yeah.
Go hard or go home. Like, I'm not just gonna roll over because you're who you are.
Right.
I'm who I am. And I'm here on stage because I'm who I am.
Right. Man, that was funny. That was funny. Well, Kevin, you get the slide. I ain't gonna tell the story how Kareem Abdul-Jabbar beat you up at the convention.
Oh, why you have to go there, Ty? Why you have to
tell
go
the story right, Kevin. Tell them what happened. This was the only convention that I was not at, and people called me. They're like, "Yo, man, we didn't have no phone, and people was writing. I got letters and everything. Man, Kevin got in trouble." I said, "What?" They said, "Man, Kevin got yanked by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar." I said, "No." What? But yeah, Kevin, tell them what happened.
What happened, Kevin?
It wasn't me,
right?
But it was a member of my church that it came up, and it was a young guy, and it was the finals of the NBA finals in Dallas, and the Lakers were staying at the hotel.
I was there.
So we were just, all of us young guys, and you know how we do at the convention. We was all hanging out and just ran around getting into whatever kind of trouble. We found out where Kareem's room was, and the guy from the church, his name was Brian, and he had he wanted to play the drums really bad. He couldn't play them, but he wanted to, so he always had sticks with him. And so
that's a funny story in and of itself.
Right there, we can stop right there.
No,
why you carrying them sticks? You can't even play.
No, but it was so we went up to his room and we were daring everybody to go knock on the door. And it was like 10 people and ran and knocked on the door.
Oh my God,
and ran back around the corner. And Ron went up with his drumsticks and was knocking on the door. And all I remember is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar reaching out the door and grabbing him. And then they went and got Dad out of the church. And so he's upset. And he's like, "You were supposed to be watching him." I'm like, "I don't know what happened." We went down the basement of the hotel. He was sitting there, bloody lip, shirt ripped off. They were like, "He's not gonna press any charges. We can't disturb him. He's a prize guest." I was like, "Lord have mercy." But I was absolutely embarrassed that whole time. And I said, "Bishop, you can't be sending me to the convention, but nobody else, because these people get me in trouble." Because I was the best one out of all of y'all. I was the one that was. No, come on now.
What?
I don't believe that.
I was the one that was trying to keep y'all on the straight and narrow.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that for one.
Man, you do that now, Kevin. You wasn't doing that then. You the pastor now.
Yeah.
You're not no pastor back then.
Furthest from the pastor there.
Thank God for the Holy Ghost.
He was that one lost sheep. Yeah,
was
Lord
at
had to
home.
go get. He left everybody else to go get Kevin.
Yeah, I was the lost and the black sheep at the same
Yeah.
time.
Dirt. You brought the
Kevin, we thank you for coming by, man. We get
All right,
ready.
love y'all.
Love you,
man.
All right, man. It's good to see y'all. Y'all have a good
Yeah,
one.
good to see you, man.
All right, man.
All right, fellas, listen. We got a few more minutes. Let's see what. Let's bless the people with some music. Drop some samples and let them see. Now, when will the project be released?
Soon.
So
Soon.
what we got to do to know when?
Pay attention.
Pay attention to what?
Social media.
These bonnets.
Social media. These bonds. What's the name of the project?
Never gets old.
Never gets old. The Dawkins never gets old.
Yeah.
All right. What we getting ready to listen to now, E?
What you want to hear? You want to hear something up? You want to hear up tempo? You want to hear?
Let's hear something up. Let's hear something up.
I can give y'all an exclusive of something that we just did. That
Put it on. Come on. Put up on that thing. World premiere. This is a world premiere.
and it goes a little.
What's the name of this?
His name is Dawkins song.
You gonna tell them the name of the
It's
song?
called Shouldn't Be Here.
Should be here.
Shouldn't be.
Be here. All right, we're listening to Shouldn't Be Here.
Ladies and gentlemen, world premiere.
I can chalk it up to grace. I can chalk it up to favor. Whatever you call it, it ain't nothing I've learned. No amount that I can pay. Nothing now, nothing later. Never run a money like you, even with no stone unturned. Something that was promised to me. Say thank you, Lord, I'm grateful for all you've done. Why me? If I had the words to express my love, I'm afraid that the time would give up. Sing along, what he's done for me. What from day one, some way, some wrong. What he's done for me. I never believe when I see him here. It should be me. You know that it's the way you love me. Not a perfect guy, and I'm not a pretender. Haven't always played my own rules. Play by the time I can never remember that I cannot rely on you. Yeah. There ain't no guarantee. Thank you, God, I'm grateful for all you've done. Understand why me? I can scream every day at the top of my lungs. Still wouldn't be enough. Oh, what he's done for me. God, keep on loving me. What he's done for me. Hard to believe that I'm still here. Meditate on how far we have come. Not in a hurry. See you will that you will be done.
Oh yeah.
What he's done for me. He's so growing, yeah. What he's done for me. Hard to believe that I'm still here. Shouldn't be. What he's done for me. What he's done for me. I didn't believe that I'm still here. We should be here. Know that it's the way you love me.
Yeah, the world premiere right here on S.O.B. TV.
Yes.
Y'all put in the comments, hit the like buttons, let Dawkins and
That's gonna be
Dawkins
my new
y'all like
workout
that.
song.
Let them know, show them some
Since I don't
love.
run like Anson. I can't run.
Nobody
That's not my
runs like
ministry.
Anson.
Yes.
Nobody runs like Anson.
I can't run like no.
No.
No, Anson. I admire you. God bless your
Yes.
running ministry.
Man, we
Yeah,
thank
yeah.
y'all for tonight, man. It's
Yes,
been
sir.
a great pleasure.
Good to see y'all.
Good to see y'all. Listen,
man.
go download their music. The single now is
Get out there
called
in my feelings.
In My Feelings. You got me all up in my feelings. If you have not downloaded that song, you need to get it. It's one of them songs where you lean with it.
You absolutely can lean with it.
Rock with it. It bounces. I like that, brother.
that song.
Yeah.
Man, we love y'all. Y'all know, huh?
Very, very,
Very soon.
very soon.
Very
Very
okay.
soon.
We'll keep
Very
them abreast.
Yes.
What's the name of the project again? It's called Never
Never
Gets
Gets
Old. Man, listen, S.O.B. Y'all know we love y'all.
Love you guys.
We go
Love
back
y'all
like
too.
Cadillac seats, man.
Yeah.
Setting the yard on
Hey,
fire.
setting the yards on fire. Riding in the motorhomes, riding on them bus rides between Kansas City and Columbus, Tennessee. Hey, y'all doing a video this Saturday, tomorrow?
We're doing a video tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, we'll be out in the desert. So pray for us.
Yeah, it's gonna be hot.
It's gonna be 100 plus tomorrow, but we're gonna be out in the middle of the desert shooting the video.
Yeah, we got y'all.
All right, we got
As soon
y'all,
as it
man.
drops, we'll let them know on SOB.
Yes,
We
sir.
love y'all, man.
Love y'all too.
Love y'all. Love y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Dawkins and Dawkins.
World
That's a lot of
premiere.
fun. Well, man, we got on our very first show, we had the opportunity to have some gentlemen of that caliber of Dawkins and Dawkins. Man, you know, if you go look up their discography, they work with some of the best in the country. I normally tell people Dawkins and Dawkins is your favorite singer.
Right.
You know, Tyrese, Layla Hathaway.
And Ed writes. He writes for he does vocal coaching. Christina Aguilera. He writes. If you see Doc on any credits, that is Eric Dawkins.
Eric, he's a coach, vocal coach for The Masks. The Mask TV show. He's one of the coaches. So
And The Voice.
The Voice. He's some talented brothers. We love them. Hey, this has been a great night tonight. We had fun. We hope you had fun tonight.
Dr. Brown. Thanks for Dr. Brown. Marsha Moore Sweely. We love you all. Thank you so much.
Man, we thank y'all. Come back next. We're gonna be, like I said, hit the like button, subscribe,
share.
comment. Join us on next week. What's up, man?
I'm late, man.
Nah, man, you ain't never late, man. It's the voice himself. Well, Dawkins and Dawkins gone, but you can holler at your boy, man. What's up, Lo?
What's up, brother? What up, man?
What you doing, man?
What's happening, Lord?
What up? What up, bro? I see you over there.
Lowell Pie from
Hey,
Minute Standard.
Y'all looking good, man. Y'all looking good.
One singing brother.
Boy, this brother, y'all look up Lowell Pie.
Please.
Man, this brother's voice is remarkable.
It's a legend.
If you ever feeling low down,
You gotta be feeling low down.
man, because people do. They be needing an inspiration, a touch, and want to hear a voice. Lowell got that
Thanks,
voice.
man.
That boy got
I
that voice.
appreciate
He
that.
got that, what they call that oil on the voice.
Man,
So,
this
man, it's
is
good
awesome,
to have
bro.
you here, man.
Thank you, man. I'm glad to see y'all doing y'all thing, man. I'm glad. This is nice, bro. This is nice. This is nice, bro. And don't stop.
Don't stop, Lo.
Keep going. When the numbers ain't there, keep going, man.
We got to push on, Lo.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
sure,
man,
bro.
we're gonna have you come on the show.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it, bro.
They want you to sing something now. I don't know. I can't do that.
You know what? I'm really y'all. I'm under weather. Y'all give me a break on this one.
Oh, we will. You know, I know.
But
you
I
know, I gotta
promise
get a
you,
check
I'll
for you.
Yeah, we gotta write you a check, a love offering.
You
we
know,
we gonna pay the people. We don't do like the things. We gonna pay the people. We ain't gonna give you no groceries. We're gonna give you a check.
Please don't give me no
nigga greens.
Right.
I gotta collect his money. How am I asking him to sing for me free when I've been going to get his money?
Oh God.
Man, Lo, it's good to see you, bro.
You too, bro. Hey man,
So
stay up, brother.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Hey, Lo, we gonna bring you back when I do my album release. People don't even know. I'm just telling them now. I'm doing a record. Y'all did a record, y'all.
And I have listened to the practices over.
June the 24th.
And
there it
over.
is. Todd Neal's record is coming out. There it is. Red Party. I see you. Yeah, I got a record. It's gonna be on all the platforms. June the 24th. We're gonna have a big party right here on the show. Lo, we thank you for coming by, bro.
Love you, man. Y'all be good, bro. We'll talk.
Love you too, man.
All right, bro.
All right, man. We did it. First
All
show.
right, first show. It's time for. I guess it's time for the dismissal.
It's time for the benediction.
So make sure you hit us up on all of our social media: Instagram, Twitter, Sons of a Bishop, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, sonsofabishop.com. Drop us what you want to talk about. Let us know what you want to talk about. Let us know. We definitely want to talk to you. We're glad that you all came through.
You got any closing words you want to say before we?
Be good to you, love you, forgive you, and you are more than enough.
Thank you for coming out tonight. And I'd like to say, believe in yourself. No matter what you want to do, you can do it. Whatever you need to manifest in your life, manifest it in your life. As a man think it, that shall he be. See yourself as that be. Whatever you want to be, see yourself, believe it, and we love you. We'll see you next week. I'm S.O.B. T. Neezy.
I'm S.O.B. Kenny Pat.
We out.
Take them out.